Welcome to OSM Fencing. I'll be your coach, Ryan Stowe McNeil, and this is lesson 4 of Beginner's Sabre. So Sabre is a very fast weapon. It does actually have a series of compound actions. Those are multiple actions that can occur in a single kind of exchange between your opponents. So we've already talked about the attack, we've talked about the parry, we've discussed right of way. So this is going to be focusing primarily on how if you make the attack and you get parried, how you can take right of way back. Or as a defender, how you can retake priority if the attacker manages to regain it. So it gives you a way of continuing to fight. We're also going to be talking about other actions that are primarily defensive and see how those work. So the first thing we're going to be looking at are called counter parry. So this is where if you get parried, you're going to retake right of way through your own parry. So if I attack Kai in 5, makes the parry, he's going to make the riposte. There's my parry, this is my counter parry, and I follow it with a direct riposte. Now, you can do this in any line. So if I do this now to position 3, he's going to make an attempt to attack. I've retaken right of way with my counter parry, and I make an attack to the target. So in both cases, this is still like playing catch or dodgeball. I throw the ball. He catches it, he throws the ball back at me, I catch it, and I make my riposte, getting the point. So again, you can do this in all 3 lines. You can do it in 5, 3, and 4. But another way you can do this is by defending yourself, attacking in a different line. So if I attack Kai in 5, he tries to riposte in 5. Now, he might be expecting me to continue this action by attacking in 5, but I'm going to change my mind and riposte instead to the outside line in 3 and get the point. So this is pretty important. You can change your line. If there's a pattern and you break it, this makes it easier for you to attack your opponent. So the same thing can happen if I start here. He's going to make his riposte, and he's expecting me to make my riposte in the same line, but I change my mind and I go upstairs to 5. This allows me to catch him. So these are good counter parries. The next action is what we call a counterattack. This is a common element in foil as well. It is where you are trying to hit your opponent while not getting hit, but more importantly, you don't have right of way. So if we both hit, Kai would get the point if he's attacking on counterattacking. So a counterattack is where I avoid the touch. So if Kai makes an attack, and I step away, hitting his target, but he doesn't hit me, this is a counterattack. It's very important to have the distance. So again, Kai makes the attack, I step outside of his hitting distance, and I make an attack on his arm. This is the counterattack. I don't have right of way, so if he attacks again and he hits me, he's going to have right of way there. So it's very important that when you do a counterattack, they don't find you. So very important. You don't have right of way. Our last action that we're going to look at is one where you can control distance. If your opponent wants to attack you but they're a little slow off the mark, you can do what we call line. So if Kai is standing on guard and I present my blade, continuous line from the shoulder to the blade, threatening the target, this is considered an attack. I have right of way so long as I establish it before Kai starts. If he attempts to attack me, just direct, so he lunges, I hit him, this is going to be my point because I established line before he starts. However, if he takes my blade and then attacks me, we both hit, it's his point. So he's removing my line, it's like a parry. But if I'm presenting line and he makes the attack but I'm not threatening the target anymore, I'm pointing all the way out to the side, and then I hit him, I'm not going to get the point because I wasn't continuously threading the target. So line gives you some sense of control over distance. It threatens the target, intimidates your opponent, but it's important they don't find your blade. and that you establish it before they start. Awesome, great job everyone. Just a reminder, there is an annex to this lesson. Be sure to check it out, it'll help explain everything in greater detail. And I'd like to thank Kai for helping out with this lesson.